What is a food system? It's the path our food takes from the field to our plate and beyond. It's a circle that starts with production and ends with disposal. All along this system, people are working. This series was created to give you information about our local food system and jobs in our area.
So my name is Craig White, and I'm one of the owners of Hillside Pizza. We have a multi-use facility. We have 3 restaurants, and we have a catering company and a fundraising company. We prep everything from scratch. So we make all our own dough, our own sauces. We cut all our own vegetables. We use everything's fresh. So a typical day would be to show up here around 8 o'clock and start prepping, getting ready for lunch that starts around 11, 12 o'clock. Go through lunch. I may visit with a catering customer or two during the day. People come here quite often and visit here. I'm the head of the catering company, and we do everything from large weddings, corporate events. They're pretty full days, but the restaurant's closed a couple days a week, so we're not here those days. Myself, I moved to the Cape right after high school, started working in the food service, and had an opportunity to go to work with a guy that owned a pizza shop. I worked with him for a while, then we opened up another one, and then we opened another one, and we became business partners. And so I did that for 14 years. We had quite a bit of success. I started to have a young family, and it was, are you going to go all in with the restaurant business, or are you going to raise your family? And so we decided to sell our share of the business out and move out here and never open a restaurant again. And so for about 10 years, I worked in local schools. But I always had this dream of starting this fundraising pizza company. And I met my friend Bobby, who's my business partner. He was the organic farmer, I was the pizza guy. So I started sharing this idea with him. He was really excited about it. And then we just started the business. We started in 2001. We started at the Franklin County CDC, which is an incubator business place. And we had a commercial kitchen that we could work out of that we paid to use by the hour. It was great for us because we didn't have to quit our day jobs, and we didn't have to go to the bank and get a huge loan and see if we had a really good idea or if it wasn't a really good idea. So we stayed there for about 4 years, built our business before we went to the bank and got a big loan to start the restaurant business. So we just built a fundraising business. We do a small pizza for stores like Greenfields Market, McCusker's, River Valley Market, smaller kind of stores, CSAs. That's starting to really grow now, the frozen pizza end of our business as well. And so we just have multi-uses of all these stores. And in June, we just passed giving back $330,000 locally to the community through fundraising, with fundraising groups. So, for a little tiny business to be able to give back that, or help raise that kind of money for groups, partner with them, is pretty special for us. And that's where all our customers come from. They know who we are, what we're about. And we buy locally and they buy locally. They support us, we support them. And when we made the big push to start the restaurant, we just had to work really hard for that first year, just to make sure we were able to pay the bills and pay the debt. We only borrowed what we needed. We've seen a lot of businesses, our type of businesses, go out of business, and I think it's debt. It's trying to carry a huge amount of debt. So for us, we did the restaurant in Deerfield. We paid for that restaurant before we went to start the Hadley restaurant, or we were almost paid. We knew we could pay the debt. I think you can do so many different things in the food service business. You could go any route. If you want to be the chef, there's all kinds of chef schools around locally. If you want to be the business part of it, that's the part that kind of turns you on. There's all kinds of business stuff you can get from local community colleges. I don't know if you need to have a 4-year degree in this field to make it. I really don't know. I think on-the-job training or having a resume that you've worked in places is probably as important or more important. But you really can do anything in this field. You can travel. When you're young, you can go all over the world and do different things. I did get an associate's degree from Cape Cod Community College in hotel restaurant management, which I learned a lot. We had great teachers there, great people to mentor us in the field. I would say most of my learning was on-the-job training. I'm not anti-schooling, it's just, I think a little mix, a little bit of business classes, a little bit of entrepreneurial classes. Those are available, Hoyle Community College, Greenfield Community College. It's really good. And you can be doing those while you're working in the business. in the industry. So you really have to be willing to listen and learn. You can learn so much from so many people, and then you can create your own opportunity. If you want to own your own restaurant, you want to own your own business, just be a sponge. Just go out and get everything you can from people. There's great people out there. For us locally is the CDC, which is a Community Development Corp. They have a business plan class there that you can take with them. You can take all these classes for very little money to learn if this is really what you want to do. And you have an incubator kitchen that you can work out of to find out, like, this isn't the next great food idea, or maybe it is, because there's been a bunch of people come out of there that are now doing very, very well. We use Appalachian natural salad dressings. They're made in Goshen. They were friends of ours that started at the Community Development Kitchen the same time we did. And Dan from Real Pickles, we buy their pickles for our salad mixes. And just anybody we can buy, Smith Paper, they've been a great company for us for years. And they go out and source as much stuff as they can locally, even paper goods and things that are produced right here, or right in Massachusetts. And so that's our real mission, is to support folks like that.